Let's start this local recording now. This is a very large race. This is going to be the first race officially for my tournament that was funded by you guys by joining the Patreon. I greatly appreciate everybody who supports the channel. And because of that, we get awesome content like this very large race. This is 5 on one screen, and then on the other screen, we have another 4 racers. So a total of 9 racers, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and do that. Make life easy. Good luck, everybody. Looks like they're about to get started in just a second here. Waiting for God's Child to ready up. And then that'll be that. This is going to be casual logic. Oh, snap. It looks like we're going. Uh-oh. Is Freeland not ready? Uh-oh. Hopefully that's just stream delay. God's Child literally cheating. Hold on. Zoom, enhance. What is this? Why does his Richter have an illness, a disease? He's banned from the tournament. I'm joking, by the way. That's awesome. Yo. Thank you, G-Milk. This is going to be a great one. At the very start here, not too much going on. The main difference is going to be damage stacks at the very start, as well as keeping the cross at the very end. If you can keep the cross, you start with 5 extra MP in general, so I'm going to try and keep track of all these people ended with cross, it seems like. Talik will likely end with cross if he picks it up. He's not picking it up? Why isn't he picking it up? Oh no, Talik messed up. He didn't get the cross, and he didn't end with 0 hearts. That's important. I see cross in that screen. I imagine a lot of people ended with the cross. So Talik, one of the only people that didn't end with the cross. That's 5 less MP for the rest of the run. That's actually really big. He also is missing out on an extra item. We'll see if that matters or not. So far, it seems like Jupiter on this screen is slightly in the lead. And then on this screen, we're looking at MT next to Enter the Castle. Let's pull up Jupiter's perspective. Sword looks pretty mediocre to start with. In general, you want a sword that can one-shot the wargs. 2-shotting isn't the end of the world. Neutron Bomb. This is the casual preset, which means item names and descriptions are... Well, item names and sprites are a lie. You have to read the description of the item to determine whether or not it is the actual item that it's representing. I don't know if Jupiter opened the menu to see if there was a library card or not. I'm curious. Talik checking right now. I don't see a library card. I don't see a library card. So it seems like library card early is not part of this seed so far. So pretty much everyone's likely going to be following the same route. Elixir and Shortcake as the first starting items. Ooh, Jewel of Open Start. That's a little bit sussy, not gonna lie. Jewel of Open Start is rough. We see Dinner Dog keeping pace here. Same with Matthias. Eldritch slowly behind. MT also just now joining the Alchemy Lab. Not much going on too much here. Compacta a little bit behind. I don't know if that's stream delay or not. Could have been a bad fight with Dracula. Does God's Child use a color palette mod? You can change the color palette for a lot of stuff. Ooh, Mana Prism in the Alchemy Lab breakable right here. They now know what the Mana Prism looks like. That's huge. It's really important when you find a Mana Prism that you lock away in your memory what the sprite looks like, so that way you know what to pick up later. But yeah, in this game, the way that you can modify the sprite palettes is pretty easy to do. It's just a few lines of hex in game, and God's Child has been doing a lot to just learn how to modify small things in the game and all sorts of different stuff. So God's Child's part of the group of people that have been messing around in the game's code, if you will. And it's purely aesthetic. It looks cool. I mean, I can't knock him. This is like a color pack thing that he's been working on. I think it looks great. The HP UI, the fact that Alucard has this cool outline, it looks great. And I'm pretty sure the cape colors and everything is like randomized every time too. For my evaluation, 4 minutes in, we're looking at Dinner Dog and... Oh, shit. Eldritch is going through the chapel early? You're crazy, bro. What? I think Eldritch is the only one going early chapel here. Also, Eldritch is playing on a CRT television. Just like the good old days. That's crazy. I don't recommend doing an early chapel route, honestly. This does skip fighting Saga and Gaibon, but the issue is you are incredibly weak. All of these enemies are going to require multiple attacks to kill. Eldritch, no. Yeah, this is tough. You can't get through the chapel quickly. That's the main issue with this route. Getting through the chapel quickly is so difficult. Ooh. We'll come back and see how this pans out. Meanwhile... It looks like there was a thrust sword somewhere for Jupiter. I don't know if that was a rare drop. It looks like it was. Wow. Jupiter finds a thrust sword. Really useful to having the auto tracker on screen here. That's crazy. Yeah, going keep first isn't the worst idea because keep is in logic. Going to castle keep is in logic once you have Jewel of Open. The issue is doing it the intended way is really, really slow. Jupiter opting not to check Colosseum even though he has the means to do so. Because he has to wait, he would have to wait on the clock for another 30 seconds, which is very, very slow. Double checking, does anybody else have a thrust sword? It does not look like it. No thrust swords for anybody. Eldritch is still alive, which is huge. Staying alive in this scenario is important. Death would basically be like a game over. Like, you would just have to forfeit. Dinner Dog pushing through the Marble Gallery. A lot of people pushing through the Marble Gallery here. Dude, this is an insane route. If this pays off, by the way, that's going to be huge. There's a world where this pays off. This is like 5 minutes into the run, and you're already gambling your entire race on just finding something at Castle Keep early. Like, if you find Bat early, that's pretty big. Not going to lie. The only issue is, Eldritch, you need to stay alive. Do the item checks. If I'm Eldritch, I'm definitely doing every item check in the chapel here. Hoping to find Holy Rod. That's great. You have a weapon now. You have an elixir as well to stay alive, Eldritch. Do not forget that. Oh, and a life max up. Get the life max up. 100%. Yep, that's huge. Life max up there is actually huge. All right, Eldritch is actually in a really good spot now. Holy Rod is one of the best weapons in the game. Holy Element just does dumb damage to like most enemies. Especially for the first castle, Holy Rod is basically good enough. I didn't get a chance to see the stats on it, but it seems to be one-shotting everything, so it's pretty good. Yeah. These item checks early could be big. The whole issue with this route, however, is you're spending multiple minutes without collecting any relics. Meanwhile, everybody here has done like 2 extra relic checks, I want to say. Wait, hold on. Matthias got a freaking Medusa shield drop, it seems like. What the heck? Matthias, you got a Medusa shield drop? That's crazy. That means Doppelganger. He can stone Doppelganger. He also got the thrust sword as well. Holy shit, Matthias is sitting here with all the item drops. That's pretty big. Looks like Compacta also got the thrust sword. So the thrust sword seems to be pretty common. MT going early caverns as well. Wow, this race is very chaotic. I want to see what early caverns leads to. Everybody else seems to be doing a pretty standard route. I'm looking at MT and Eldritch right now. These two right here. Ooh, I'm interested. The fight with Scylla is pretty easy, but it looks like, yeah, MT only has a block a knife and spells and axes, so, you know. Tetra Spirit, throw the block a knife. Is that enough to kill? Throw axes if you haven't killed? Oh, it already killed. Nice. Huge fight. That was a smart fight. I liked how MT handled that. And MT finds Gravity Boots. Okay. That's pretty big. So we know Gravity Boots is behind Scylla. The only issue that with MT right now is MT can't use those Gravity Boots really in the caverns. The caverns are not a great place to use Gravity Boots. It doesn't unlock new stuff for you. Wow. And that Ice Sword had terrible stats. Oh, shit. We're looking at Outer Wall now. There was mist at Outer Wall. That's really bad for everybody who did not pick the route that Jupiter is on. Most people are in the Outer Wall right now. Jupiter seems to have like almost a 30-second lead. I think, oh, Jupiter also found the Medusa Shield. So maybe the Medusa Shield was an extra item check. That's pretty big. Wow. But Form of Mist and Holy Glasses as well. Holy Glasses in the library. Using Mist, you can full clear all of the library. The issue, however, is you need to know how to do a very specific tech with the... Well, I guess if you have a thrust sword, it makes it a little bit easier. What are you doing? You're not going to have enough magic? Oh, you do, just barely. Okay. Never mind. Jupiter knows something I don't. I was worried about the overall magic to do the thrust attack options here, but what do I know? Like I said, you can check Soul of Bat with only Mist. The issue is that you can get stuck if you don't know the trick to leave Lesser Demon boss fight with just Mist. You have to do a full Mist upwards while holding the jump button and then do another Mist. Ring of Vlad in the shop, and Jupiter doesn't have enough money to purchase it. Mana Prisms are also in the shop. Taking a look at these shields and these items here. Ring of Ares is also in the shop as well. Okay. Interesting. The shop seems decent. Damn. It looks like Talik, if I'm looking at Talik's screen, Talik is not using a shield. Probably just did the minimum number of item checks. Because everybody else is using some sort of shield, it seems like. Well, actually, Gothchild isn't either. Interesting. Oh, no. Please tell me you have enough MP for this. Oh, Talik. That's really rough. He got screwed over by the books here. Hopefully he has enough money to buy Tooth of Vlad. Otherwise, he's in a really bad spot. He does have enough to buy Tooth of Vlad at least. Okay. Interesting. Wow, wow, wow. Real quick, want to check on these two. So far, Heart of Vlad has been found in the caverns, probably at Merman statue. Meanwhile, Eldritch abandoned Castle Keep. So it seems like Eldritch went all the way to Castle Keep and found nothing, which is worst case scenario for Eldritch. That's really unfortunate. Meanwhile, everybody else is in the library, kind of just trucking along. Dinner Dog has such little HP, gets the life max up. That's huge. Wow. If you want to join the SotN Discord, type !long library. In my chat, it'll bring up the Discord link. Jupiter did a save split, so it seems like nothing is at Soul of Bat here. According to Jupiter's save split. Interesting. The next place you should go, if you're any of the people who chose to do library at this juncture, you definitely want to go to Caverns now. It feels really bad, but going to Caverns is the correct play. Unless, well, there is a chance where going to Colosseum might be better, but Colosseum would need to give you, like, Leapstone or something. Preferably Bat. If Colosseum has Bat, then they're in a really good spot, but... yeah. Talik also doing the same save split. Freeland is already leaving the library. I don't know if Freeland did Lesser Demon check or not. I was not paying attention. What time will the second prelim match be? It'll be after this one, probably in like 3 to 4 hours. MT with a big advantage now? Is that true? I wouldn't... well, it depends. Yeah, MT is able to backtrack for... looks like Spike Breaker. and possibly another item up here. It depends what's at back card here. So MT getting the gravity boots early does have access to a lot of checks that nobody else has done yet. And it's another Vlad relic. Okay, so MT has 2 Vlad relics before everybody else, it seems. But still doesn't have Mist. Hasn't been to the library yet. If MT has a lot of money going into the library, MT might be able to buy like Ring of Ares, some cool stuff like that. So MT might actually have a small advantage by delaying the library trip. We'll see, though. The issue is he's going to have to go back to the caverns, and he's going to be backtracking that whole time, which is unfortunate. That's like the main issue. Kind of like how Eldritch here is like going to have to backtrack to get to... well, I guess he doesn't have to backtrack to get to Castle Keep if he got the warp, but still. Interesting to say the least. It looks like Freeland is attempting to go to Coliseum right now. Interesting. Meanwhile, I think we're seeing a save split from Jupiter in the caverns, if I had to guess. Yeah. Interesting spot to save. I guess it's to... Oh. Oh! Because of the thrust sword! Mist plus thrust sword! That's enough! Hold on. Oh, Jupiter messed it up. He's trying to do the gold ring check out of logic using Mist and thrust sword. That's a little tricky. This is a technique that isn't, like, super common. It could be big, though. Out-of-logic checks are pretty big. Oh, snap. And we see at the bottom of my screen here, Freeland just picked up a library card from Aurox's quarters. That's pretty big. I don't think all library cards were purchasable in the shop. Jupiter also losing, like, 30 seconds by failing this, this tech right here. There we go. Jupiter gets it second try, perhaps? Yes, second try. Talik also going for the save, which makes me think that he's also going to be going for the thrust sword technique here. And it looks like Soul of Wolf was in the Coliseum. Freeland on a completely different route from these three. It seems like Jupiter, Talik, and Godchild are all kind of doing similar, if not the same route. Oh, Talik gets it first try. That's going to help him save a decent amount of time. He's basically tied with Jupiter here. It just comes down to a little bit of probably like 15-second difference between the two. That's awesome. Dark Metamorphosis from Freeland on accident. If Freeland is not careful, Freeland might die. Okay, gets the Soul Steal, gets a little bit of health back, but this blade, you need to jump over it or find a way around it. Gets the jump. Good for Freeland staying alive. Jupiter making quick work of Succubus. Talik just now entering Succubus. Talik's only one boss fight behind. We see Godchild going for it. I think that was Godchild's first attempt as well. Godchild gets the first try thrust out of logic check here, and it looks like it was Tooth of Vlad. Wow, early Vlad relic for those that decided to go this route. And we already know there's 2 Vlad relics, I believe, available in the caverns. So I think these players are going to have 4 Vlad relics after they're done with the caverns. That's huge. 4 Vlad relics plus Holy Glasses, actually. That's massive. Oh, no! Freeland dies to the fucking hammer, bro. I hope Freeland saved recently. That's so unfortunate. That hallway is so tricky if you're not prepared for it. They do so much damage, the hammer bro and the blade. Damn. Yeah, it's possible that all 5 Vlad relics are in the first castle. This game has, or this preset has a full random distribution of relics, so long as they are possible to obtain. So no relic is impossible to, impossible to obtain, but the game doesn't care about where they're placed necessarily, as long as they're attainable possibly. Oh, and they're going to get gravity boots right here. The only downside to this route, which doesn't even feel like a downside because it feels like they've cleared everything else up to this point, is Merman Statue. They don't have access to Merman Statue. Freeland is doing a full reset. Nearly 18 minutes into the run, 19 minutes into the run, Freeland has to fully reset because of an early death. Very tough. Very, very tough. Meanwhile, Holy shit, Mathias, I think, is keeping track. Oh, but Mathias doesn't have the Tooth of Vlad. Mathias did not do the, Oh, but it doesn't matter all that much. Because of Gravity Boots, Mathias can just get Tooth of Vlad after fighting Scylla. That's not that bad, actually. If Mathias knows to do the infinite gravity jumps using Mist as the reset or the Thrust Sword as the reset in air, that's going to be pretty big. Meanwhile, MT is finishing up the library just now. Interesting route, interesting route. If I had to guess, what's Dinner Dog doing? I think Dinner Dog went to Castle Keep. Oh, I think Dinner Dog went to Castle Keep instead of Caverns. Oh, Dinner Dog's decent amount behind. The only upside is Dinner Dog will have the warp to get to Castle Keep a little bit faster than some other players, but I think in general that route's a little bit slow. Right now, if I had to put my money on it, I think Jupiter and Talik and Godchild, they're all on like what seems to be the best route right now. My main concern is also late game bosses. How is that going to affect? Yeah, losing the 50-50 there is so brutal. Honestly, so brutal. Hold on. I'm going to move some stuff around so I can see chat a little bit better. Damn, that's so rough. Is there a way we can gamble? I forgot to start a prediction for this race. I'm sorry, guys. That's a my B moment. We'll do more predictions later in the stream, I promise. What is the dog doing? Let's find out. Yeah, Dinner Dog is on the same route as basically everybody else, just delayed by having gone to Castle Keep first. These players haven't been to Castle Keep yet, but the thing is they're now incentivized to go to Castle Keep next. Oh shit, they can also do Castle Entrance. Because of Gravity Boots, they can do Castle Entrance, and Jupiter is not going to save split this because Jupiter just found a Vlad Relic. So Castle Entrance is also big, depending on what's there. Does Jupiter go for it? The 2-for-1 special? Jupiter does. I do like the idea of doing Dark Metamorphosis when you're waiting on the boat, by the way, because you can kill some bats and refill your health. It's pretty big. Scimitar, that item could be big. We don't know what that Scimitar is. Decent attack stat, 85. Wait, was the secret boot a Varda? I think it was. Because I'm looking at their stats. Jupiter has like 80 stats in everything and is barely wearing anything. Is that a Varda? The secret boots, I think, is the Ring of Varda stats. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, route divergence right now, depending on what's at Castle Entrance, could be big. It's nothing. Talik decides not to go to Castle Entrance and do that check. Talik is now in the lead. Yo. Talik deciding I'm going to do that check later, maybe once I have Bat. Wow. Secret Boots OP? That's the secret. They were OP the whole time. It looks like Talik's using Ice Brand as his main weapon. Interesting. My next question is, what will Freeland do? Wait, Jupiter is not going back to the caverns? Jupiter's opting to skip the catacombs? This makes sense because you need to do, Holy shit, wait a minute. Oh no, nobody has Eye of Vlad yet. Eye of Vlad is still unknown, but Rib of Vlad... Wait, is Rib of Vlad in the alchemy lab? Is there a way to put Dinner Dog in place of Freeland? I can do that. That's actually a good idea. I will do that right now. It's going to be a reload here. Just going to take a second to reload everything. I think that's the correct play. These four right now are on the most interesting routes, I think. It's just going to take a second to load everything. Rib is behind Slogger and Gaibon. Yeah, MT was the first to get it because of MT's route. MT decided to do a very weird route. Wait, what is MT doing? MT's route is so strange to me. Yeah, I think Mathias is basically on the same route as everybody else, just slightly delayed because of needing to do a little bit of backtracking for the Tooth of Vlad. Very interesting, very interesting. Meanwhile, we have Talik in the catacombs. Dinner Dog is behind, but still has the keep warp. I think God's Child is doing the same route as Jupiter. Jupiter is one Vlad relic away. Holy shit, this is insane. Being one Vlad relic away, technically has flight, could decide to go to the second castle. Technically. I don't think it's the right play, but it's a possibility. Dinner Dog finds a second Mana Prism. Who is our Overlord Beans rooting for? I have no clue, I'm going to be honest. My money might be on, depending on the route, or depending on where this, it just depends on where the Eye of Vlad is. 100% just depends on where Eye of Vlad is. Nobody has checked Gravity Boots yet, I don't think. I think Jupiter's the first to check Gravity Boots. It's just Spirit Orb, okay. Dude, every check Jupiter does right now is monumental. Jupiter's also going to be the first to check Auroch's quarters. Meanwhile, Talik is doing some relatively slow checks, actually. The more I think about this, these checks are pretty slow. I hope Talik save split for this. Wow, really quick kill on Grand Floon from Talik, though. Talik didn't find Spikebreaker. Spikebreaker is in Alchemy Lab. So Talik won't be able to check Spikebreaker right now. If this isn't Bat, I think Talik is falling behind now. Oh, that's worst case scenario. It's an item that doesn't progress your state right now, but it could be important later. Oh, that's so bad for Talik. That's literally worst case scenario. Holy shit, that's bad. Talik went all the way through the catacombs for basically nothing. But you have to keep it. Because it is one half of a progression step in logic. That's ridiculous. Holy shit. Wow. Crazy to think that the correct route was to go through Alchemy Lab. From the issue is when are they going to go back to the caverns and the catacombs? They might just skip it. If they find the last Vlad relic, or Bat maybe, it might just be the correct play to skip everything and just go to the second castle. The second castle has like 11 checks or something. Absolutely insane. Wow, wow, wow. Let's check in on what we got going on over here. Freeland's still decent amount behind, trying to catch up. Someone's in the... Oh, there was nothing at... Castle Keep, it looks like. Oh! Except for Merman Statue. Merman Statue is at Power of Mist. Nobody else has that yet. MT's the first to find it. Wow. And with that in mind, that changes a lot. We still haven't found Leapstone, by the way. Which means Leapstone is... Where the fuck is Leapstone? How does nobody have Leapstone yet? What's the intended flight for this randomizer? I'm very confused now. I'm trying to think, because if you have Gravity Boots and Jewel of Open and Mist, and Spikebreaker, it's at Silver Ring! Leapstone can't be in the second castle. It's at Silver Ring. Wow. 5 relics in the first castle? Is that true? You're right! Eye of Vlad was at... Oh my god! As soon as Jupiter gets... Holy shit. As soon as Jupiter gets to Castle Keep, he's in go mode. What the fuck? We're 30 minutes in. We know where everything is. It was at Ghost Card. And Jupiter's next route is going to be... Jupiter can check Silver Ring. I hope Jupiter checks Silver Ring, because that's going to be pretty important. Also, whatever's here at Sword Card is also really important. Okay, it's nothing. Okay. Holy shit, this route is insane. Oh, Godchild decides to double back into the caverns? Oh, no. I don't know how I feel about that route. I want to see what Dinner Dog's up to. What's the dog doing? In keep with flight. Dinner Dog might be the first to find all the Vlad relics. Or maybe second? Dinner Dog still needs to do Alchemy Lab, but Alchemy Lab is the next place you will check. After doing Keep in this way, Talik's going to do the same thing. Funny enough, Dinner Dog and Talik seem to have like equalized their routing. The only difference now is that Talik has gold, Silver Ring. Leapstone was at Silver Ring like I estimated. According to Jupiter. Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely insane. Jupiter now needs to get through the chapel, find Eye of Vlad, and then just win the game. This is insane. Dinner Dog now has 4 out of 5 Vlad relics and Holy Glasses. Jupiter also, because of this route, has Leapstone, where I don't think the other competitors will find Leapstone. I don't think they will. Dinner Dog! No! He's gambling it all! Oh, no. Fuck. So close. Dinner Dog is so close to finding all 5 pieces of Exodia. But says, you know what? It has to be in the second castle. There's so much bullshit in the first castle. That's so unfortunate. I think Talik is going to... You got to go to Alchemy Lab right now, Talik, if you want to win this. Where's Talik going? Talik's going down? Okay. Talik still hasn't done these checks yet. This is big. Jupiter is going to have the lead here. I think Jupiter, like, wins this. Is there a duplicator for this seed? No, we haven't found one. You think Talik's going to go Merman? No, I don't think so. If nobody has done Alchemy Lab yet, there's no reason not to do Alchemy Lab. Alchemy Lab is 2 checks that are insanely fast. Jupiter finds the last Vlad relic. 32 minutes in. Jupiter's in go mode. Saving for the refill and MP? Yep. Saving also just for safety, I guess. Wow, wow, wow. What an absolute insane route from Jupiter. I need to see where Talik's going, though. Is Jupiter looking for Bat? Okay, in the bottom left-hand corner, Jupiter is still looking for stuff, so Jupiter's going to try and look for Bat as well. Makes sense. That's pretty fair. Talik's taking a look at all his gear. Trying to find what weapon he wants to use. Mystic Pendant, a.k.a. Gold Ring for Dinner Dog. Talik's in the Castle Keep. He's going to... Oh, is he going to check Castle Entrance first because he skipped it? Oh, no. He's not. No, he is safe splitting. No, he's safe splitting for Castle Entrance. Okay, he's losing like 2 minutes for this. But it still seems like he's in second place, though. I think Jupiter just by far and away is like running with this. Wow. Dinner Dog is going to have a rough time here. It seems like. Talik will find nothing here, and then we'll have to do Alchemy Lab. Finishes Alchemy Lab, finds the last Vlad relic, and then just wins the video game one way or another. Meanwhile, Oh, MT's about to have 5 Vlad relics too. Hold on. Because we know the last Vlad relic is at Succubus for MT, the Tooth of Vlad. Matthews is also 1 Vlad relic away now. That's crazy. MT's about to have all 5 Vlad relics before Talik. The issue is MT is in the caverns, which is pretty far from any warps. Meanwhile, Talik, doing the save split, can backtrack to Castle Entrance warp and use that to get to Castle Keep. Very interesting. Also, we need to figure out how the hell is... I know you have a Varda on right now, Jupe, but how are you doing damage exactly? You have Medusa Shield. That's going to do nothing against Medusa. It looks like everyone got the boots. Yeah. Just 123 damage per swing. Flamberge, it seems like. This Red Rust. Pretty decent attack power. Oh, Jupe. Jumping attacks are not smart versus Medusa. She has anti-airs locked down for days if you're not careful. All right. Yeah, it seems like the Varda should be enough to do enough damage to get past... Ooh, 2 strength potions as well. Yeah, Jupiter's in a good spot. Dude, poor Dinner Dog making a gamble here. Seems like everybody else is clearing the first castle overall, though. MT now has to figure out what route do you choose to get back to the second castle. Also, they have very awkward movement. That's the other downside. Jupiter has Leapstone at least, which helps so much for traversal. Leapstone plus Gravity Boots is like at least manageable to get around with. Whereas Gravity Boots plus Mist is really, really awkward. Alucard Sword, which is that Power of Mist. Interesting. I think Freeland's stream died. With a forfeit. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Wow. MT going to Castle Wall or Outer Wall. Meanwhile, Talik's taking the elevator down. Talik has all 5 Vlad relics. It's whoever gets to the warp first. Right? And I think MT is going to get there first. Wow. Is anybody else volume on? No, okay. Oops. It's a race to the warp, yeah. MT is in the warp. Talik is not at the warp yet. Ooh. Oh, Jupiter, be careful. Wait, is that a strat? Since when? Jupiter, I just learned something new. I didn't know that you could just run through that room with Wolf. That makes that room so much less scary. Holy shit, that room is terrifying if you don't have Bat normally. Today I learned you could just run through that room with Wolf. Wow, thank you, Jupiter. For winning this tournament, the prize pool is $512, $514, which will be split amongst, I believe, like top 4. Wow, that's crazy. And Jupiter Climb, 38 minutes in, is about to fight Dracula. Talik is in Castle Keep. MT just defeated Shaft. So MT is entering the second castle with all 5 Vlad relics. The second person to do so. Talik is just now facing Richter. Gets the quick kill on the Shaft Orb. MT just now entering the second castle. I'm going to get those two once Jupiter finishes. We'll close out at Jupiter's perspective, and then we'll pull MT's up so we can see the race between MT and Talik more clearly. Who sponsored that price? Great question. You did. AKA the people. Everybody who supported me on Patreon, that money went directly for the month of getting 100 Patreon members, went directly into the prize pool. So this is supported by my Patreon members. So thank you for everybody who joined the Patreon and helps make this tournament possible. Looks like Jupiter is struggling a tiny bit. Not too bad, though. Jupiter, I think, has strength potions. Definitely should use one. Talik refilling MP. Oh, MT is at the same save room as Talik? No, he's not. Just kidding. No, MT is still a decent amount ahead. I lied. I thought they were in the same save room. He did use one? Okay, good. Yep, there's the second strength potion. Awesome. Good soul steal just to make sure you have enough health to survive like 1 or 2 attacks. The bit rate is going to look terrible here. That's normal. That's just what the final fight does. Yeah. Strength potion does not give you iframes, Dante. That is not true. The only potions that give you iframes are ones that heal your MP, your HP, or your hearts. Not a 1 cycle, but it doesn't really matter. Jupiter is by far and away taking this. I don't even think it's... Nobody else is going to be really all that close. Oh, shit! Talik has, I believe, Asafune. That's actually big. That does a lot of damage. The Asafune special attack does a decent amount of damage. It's going to help speed things up a little bit. It's going to come down to... There it is. Time for Jupiter. GG's. 40 minutes, 45-ish seconds on the clock. GG's. All right, Jupe. Congratulations on winning. Let's get MT in here. Because I need to see. GG's. Okay. It'll take a second to load. Oh, shit. Wait, did Talik pull ahead? Just from better movement, I think Talik is pulling ahead. Oh, MT's doing extra item checks. No, MT! You were ahead. You had like a 30-second lead. Oh, but Talik's getting imped. This is going to be huge. In fact, just for now, because I want it just to be these two. Holy. This is a race for second place right now. Oh, is MT out of magic? Oh my god. Talik just barely having more mana. Oh, but MT does have that mana prism from near the start of the game. You just have to use your gravity boots. Just use your gravity boots. Just use your gravity boots. There you go. Keep going. Is it the... It's the boots! The secret boots are cock-blocking MT from making it in there. MT, you have to use the mist. No! MT is struggling so hard. No. Is this what caught MT? Just barely, like last pixel, makes it onto the ledge. With almost no MP to spare. Talik can tank everything he wants. He does not care about his HP. Holy crap. I think this is a clean sweep for Talik getting second place here. Wow, wow, wow. It just came down to the last couple of movement spots. It just goes to show that you got to be prepared. Ooh, Talik doing some extra item checks. Maybe... Oh, resetting the room because of the Asgal makes sense. That's actually really smart. The Asgal does cause a lot of issues there. Damn. It really comes down to it. Like, you need to know how to maneuver Alucard with awkward movement options. And Talik is just showing that he's much more prepared to move with this god-awful movement setup of Mist and Gravity Boots. Oh, no. Just barely. He has to wait for his MP now. This is the awkward part where maybe he has a mana prism. He does. Okay. Uses the Mana Prism in the last spot where it mattered. And Talik makes it to the final area. Meanwhile, MT is taking the long way around to avoid the imp scenario. That's honestly very understandable. Wow. MT had the lead between the two. Meanwhile, anybody else with 5 Vlad Relics yet? Yes, Matthias. Matthias has 5 Vlad Relics and is making his way in the second castle. Looks like Matthias will be doing pretty well for himself this race. Wow, wow, wow. Absolute insanity. This is why I love watching these big races from everybody's perspective, because you get to see like all the different routing ideas kind of converge near the end of the game, and like just how certain things worked out for some players. Some people got lucky, some people just routed things really, really well. Talik's only mistake, in my opinion, was Catacombs. And even then, it's like, it's understandable, because like you're already there, you want to check the Catacombs. If Talik decided to skip Catacombs and do like Alchemy Lab first or something like that, this would be a completely different race. But still, it seems like Talik will be getting a second place finish here in just a second. Yep. Not bad at all. You love to see it. Leapstone makes a huge difference. Honestly, it's one of the things where I've learned that Leapstone really just like is like the glue that makes this game's movement system make sense, right? Without Leapstone, the movement system in this game is pretty jank. Even with Bat, you can make it work. Like, in any percent, we don't get Leapstone, right? But Bat also is just, like, so overpowered that it doesn't matter at that point. But even then, Leapstone plus Bat together is even more insane. You get access to Dive Bat. You get access to all sorts of cool movement options. So Leapstone is just huge. It's so important. Oh, wow. Talik taking a little bit of damage. It's not going to be a one cycle. Oh, it is. Just barely. That's time for Talik. Wow. GG's, second place for Talik here, just as MT gets to the final room. Nice. Hold on. Let's get the rest of the racers. Oops. Oh my god, how did that happen? Hello? Help! I'm lost! That was a misclick. Let me get the... I think it's Dinner Dog is still missing from this list. And Compacta, Matthias, Dinner Dog, and Eldritch? No, Eldritch is here. It's Godchild. I think this is everybody. That's still in the race, that is. Cool race. Yeah, that was awesome. That was great. Matthias, I believe, is looking to take... Depending on if MT is able to finish up here. MT's struggling a little bit. Let's get MT in the top left. Such an amazing seed. This seed was crazy. It was a no bat seed that was finishable in 40 minutes. That's so rare. 0 bat, finishable in 40 minutes. Dinner Dog has flight, but it's missed in power mist. Poor Dinner Dog is getting like absolutely quadruple ultra mega baited by the seed. Because the issue with only having one Vlad Relic left is you're like, oh, it's gotta be, like the next one is gotta be my Vlad Relic that I need. There's a good chance Dinner Dog finds Soul of Bat, though. Looks like MT is going to be finishing here in 3rd place. That's a pretty big W for MT if that's the case. Unless Matthias has some freaking dank DPS, I don't think Matthews is going to steal the third place spot, even though they're both basically on the final boss fight right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Matthews is basically using a strength potion the same. Oh, the issue, however, ooh, using a quick jump to dodge. This attack is really scary. Yeah, you need to use Hellfire to get past the Doritos, Locos, Tacos triangle attack of Doom. That's one of the most consistent ways to do it. You can also use Soul Steal. It lasts long enough and does damage, I'm pretty sure. But it's a little scary. MT takes it, third place. Huge W. Craziest race in SotN history. This has got to be up there. It's pretty crazy. And then Mathias, just barely behind. Mathias does have a sword that double hits. Wow. Oh no. Dinner Dog still hasn't found Soul of Bat either, dude. That's so rough. It looks like Compacta's about to find the last Vlad relic, right? Rib of Vlad. No, Rib of Vlad is in Alchemy Lab. Eldritch isn't going to find it here either. Wait, nobody checked Merman statue as far as I'm aware. I guess we're going to find out what was that Merman statue. No, what the dog did. I know, it's unfortunate. Dinner Dog had a really good idea. I don't even hate the idea of going second castle in this position. It's kind of a weird 50-50 scenario. But unfortunately, Dinner Dog got so screwed by this whole 50-50 scenario. Fourth place for Mathias. Big W. Congratulations. Damn. Dude, Dinner Dog. Dinner Dog is struggling with Mist and Gravity Boots as his movement options. No. Compacta's going to the second castle without all the Vlad relics. Oh, no. And we found basically nothing at Merman's at Holy Symbol from Eldritch's perspective. Damn. Meanwhile, it looks like God's Child's next up. God's Child basically followed a pretty similar route to Jupiter and Talik, but I think he made a couple of extra detours in the first castle. He ended up getting Leapstone at least, which is good. Getting Leapstone at the very least helps a lot here. How are you going to do top route? Do you have enough room to gain speed? I don't think you do. Just barely? Wow. I didn't know you gained enough speed there. That's crazy. Nah, God's Child's hacking. Obvious. Yeah, Leapstone is a big determining factor here. But the thing is Jupiter's route allowed him to get Leapstone. That's the big thing. Jupiter's route allowed him to get Leapstone. Damn. Did he go down first? No. You and Jupiter did the same exact route until Caverns. He went from Caverns to check Castle entrance to go to Alchemy Lab and then went to Alrox's quarters, Castle Keep, found all the Vlad relics. Yeah. Your only thing, honestly, I think you still would have won if you just skipped Catacombs, in my opinion. If you went from mine to Castle or to Castle entrance, that would have done it, I think. But again, tough to say.
Tribute.
I knew as soon as I went that way. Makes sense.
And make them your slaves.
Thank you so much for the sub. Hold on. I have my screen closed for that. Thank you, Eric. Is it Eric Aram? Is how you say that? Regardless. Why did my music stop? Hello? Nice. With how these seeds are, I don't think you can blame it for taking a chance on different routes. Well, I don't even think it... Like I said, I don't think Talik's route was taking necessarily a chance. The only downside to that route is you're going very far out of your way for one check. you know? But you're already there. It's tough. It's a tough call. Regardless, Talik was definitely playing... Talik's style is definitely to not get last. It's very rare that... Unless Talik dies and has to forfeit, it's very, very rare that Talik gets last. Because it's so much more consistent, right? Like, yes, Talik may have not found the quote-unquote optimal route. Where I'm pretty sure Jupiter was pretty much on the optimal route 90% of the time. But, you know. The dog is correcting. Yes. Dinner Dog figured out that the second castle was all bait. Meanwhile, we got God's Child over here using a Girthang, apparently. Oh my god, 276 damage per slash with the Strength Potion. Absolutely decimating Dracula here. And there it is. Easy 5th place finish from God's Child here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, God's Child had such a good route. We missed out on some of the stuff he did in the middle of the run. It seems like he got baited by a couple different things. Yeah, he has the Silver Ring, which means he went all the way to Catacombs and stuff like that. I think that was the biggest issue. Meanwhile, Dinner Dog just has to go to Castle Entrance and Alchemy Lab. It looks like Eldritch finally found the last Vlad Relic and is now in go mode. It's so sad that this is the movement options that everybody had to endure. Dinner Dog gets so unlucky in tournaments. Yeah, Dinner Dog got like ultra baited by like this massive 50-50. Imagine getting the Soul of Bat, being the only person to find Soul of Bat and still losing the race. It's so unfortunate. Eldritch is attacking Talik with this view. You know, it's just like a CRT filter. It's fine. Should have added the scan lines for additional immersion. If Dinner Dog started running real categories, he would smoke everybody in rando races, you think? Dinner Dog is obviously an amazing player in so many regards. But I will agree, Dinner Dog got incredibly unlucky here. That was at death. Yeah, Dinner Dog did basically 99% of the second castle. And honestly, still might not get last place. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, who went to the second castle as well? I think Compacta did for a little while and then came back. Compacta's getting, like, ultra baited, though. By just refusing to go to Alchemy Lab for some reason. I feel like Alchemy Lab is such a natural choice. Once you have Gravity Boots, you get 2 quick checks in Alchemy Lab. It opens up decent routing options. Like, Alchemy Lab is such an important part of the randomizer. Routing in your revisit to Alchemy Lab is so important. I hope this is a decent lesson to letting people know that, like, Alchemy Lab, go back there, bro. It's not going to hurt you. Especially if you have Gravity Boots. You can get through the Alchemy Lab in, like, you know, a minute. You know? The Alchemy Lab is not a gigantic, massive area like the caverns or the catacombs. The catacombs are massive in comparison, you know? A lot of the Alchemy Lab is like vertical in nature, so if you have Gravity Boots, you can just zoom through there. I went back to Alchemy Lab and it still hurt me. I am injured after that. What are you talking about? You got 3rd place. You're fine, MT. You did just great. You did great. Not everybody can stumble upon the absolute optimal route like Jupiter did, you know? Eldritch wasn't using the heart for a curse immunity. That's funny. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you forget. It is kind of obscure, but I will say it comes up pretty much every seed now. I always check to see if I have Heart of I always take a look at I glance at my tracker if I have Heart of Vlad before going through that hallway. Ben won the seed. Dude, we need to get Ben back. Fucking DNF. Absolutely stole Ben from us. Yeah, there's a universe where Ben is just undisputed GOAT of Randomizer. Oh my god, I'm just now realizing. Yeah, how the fuck do you get through this room with just mist and gravity boots? Oh, Eldritch, you have no MP. You're gonna have to refill MP before the next room. Oh my god. Good armor does help, yeah. I think you just have to fight. I think you just kill everything. Using your mist here is not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. Does Eldritch know that you can just eliminate the Black Panthers by just attacking and then they go away? That's like really important to know. Is that if you just attack near the Black Panthers, they're like, I'm out of here. How does Eldritch deal with this room? Oh, easy peasy. Wait, is Eldritch not wearing secret boots, by the way? Fun fact, I think that's one of the few places where secret boots actually affects whether or not you can... No, he's wearing them. Never mind, I lied. How do you do that? Diagonal gravity jump and then directional mist. The other thing is you gain air control if you untransform next to a ceiling. So if you untransform next to a ceiling, you can start holding a direction. Yeah, we were looking at you struggling in this room. Honestly, MT, I think struggling in this room is what lost you second place. Because you were ahead of Talik going into the second castle by like 30 seconds. But Talik just maneuvered through this room way better than I think anybody else would have. Why is everyone trying to go through the imps? Because it's faster. It's a more direct route to the end of the game. You went all rocks? In what scenario, Matthias? When did you go all rocks? Jupiter went all rocks quarters to find Leapstone in Silver Ring, and then went to the second castle and then found all the Vlad relics. So it just depends on when. God's Child, I thought, did a similar route to Jupiter, but then started backtracking through, like, the caverns and stuff like that, which was the big mistake of that, option. But, yeah. Why is no one else using Asafune? I have no clue. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't even know where it was. I think we missed you picking it up. Also, this is casual. I'm pretty confident that, like, if you miss out on an item or a specific weapon in casual, it makes sense. You have to read a bunch of descriptions. If you're deciding, like, I'm just not going to read, I'm just going to try and go as fast as I can, it could taint your perspective. Damn. Eldritch was in the second castle before Dinner Dog, but because Dinner Dog found fucking Bat, Dinner Dog gets to the final boss first. What the dog doing? Damn. Basically full cleared the second castle. Still not last place. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, once you get Varda, you're like, does my weapon really matter all that much? But, yo, he's using a dagger. Holy shit, Basilard for the win. Dinner Dog, what's the dog doing? Let's go. I think doing jumping attacks with the dagger is technically faster if you can time it better, but it's Dinner Dog's favorite weapon. Nice. Dude, Compacta, are you allergic to the alchemy lab? What is going on? Holy shit. Oh, you don't want to stab the hand. The hand has extra damage resistance, by the way. You want to stab Dracula in the face. If you can do an attack that hits Dracula's face and not the hand, it does more damage, just FYI. GG's. Dicing up the competition. What the dog doing? GG's. Classy 6th place. And it looks like Eldritch is going to be finishing this up, and then Compacta will be still able to finish the seed. But at that point, Compacta, as long as they finish, will be able to get 8th place. I think it doesn't change the... No, it doesn't change the points, because anything 8th place and below is just 1 point, including forfeits, I'm pretty sure, so... GG's. Dinner Dog, oh, got so unlucky. It does change for the other tournament, true. So yeah, if you're in, yeah. So for the other tournaments, ELO system, you don't want to forfeit. But for my tournament system, it doesn't really matter. Compacta had Spirit, but allergic to Alchemy Lab. Yeah, I don't know why. Once you have Gravity Boots, Alchemy Lab should be the first thing in your brain because it's 2 separate checks. And then it also leads you to Coliseum, which is another check. And if you find Flight in the meantime, you then have access to like Aurochs's Quarters and like Gravity Boots, stuff like that. It's just fine, yeah. They will race again today. I don't know if everybody here is going to race again today, but there will be another race today. Yes. Did everybody skip Succubus? No. In fact, most people... Oh, did these guys skip Succubus? I don't remember, to be honest. What the fuck is Eldritch doing? I have no clue. Yeah. Yeah, Eldritch, you should be doing jump slashes. Don't die? Oh my god, Eldritch might die. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching all the way to the end. Let me know what part of the race you thought was the craziest, what you thought was the most fun. Let me know if you liked races like this. Just a reminder, this whole tournament is supported by my patrons over on patreon.com/DragonBlitz. Check it out if you want to support me further. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, YouTube.